Alright, we're going to start game 1 here versus the Marlins. Or game 1 of a 3-game series, I should say. The position players on the Mets, looks like for the most part they've had adequate rest. They're all well rested. Put Nimmo in here. Let me give Cano a start here. Alright. So Cespedes. Alright, just kind of switching things up with the lineup here, doing things a little differently. Let's go for it. See if it works out.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Michael Wacha gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings the straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
So digging in now, Jonathan Villar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Well, it's been a struggle so far this year.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how we'll get started in the Tuesday opener.
First pitch, 7-11.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
1-1. Held up.
The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch.
Eli with good speed. He currently leads the majors with stolen bases. So
Ready on 1 and 2.
The base paths.
Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Hung up a little higher than I wanted it.
The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Miguel Rojas. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Rosario ranging into the outfield. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Cut fastball inside, ball one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
And this will be fouled away. Rojas leads off first with one away. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
I didn't realize he caught it on the fly there for a second.
The center fielder, number 7, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the belt, the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Good break to that thing, and it's 1 and 2.
Two
Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2 and 2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. One left for Miami. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Sandy Alcantara gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Shortstop, Ahmed.
Now the pitch.
Rosario.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
The count now at 2 and 2. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now. 3 and 2. Brandon Nimmo is on deck. Here's the 3-2. Hit back up the
Lined
middle.
up the middle.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone, grab your glove and flash some leather.
All right, this catcher here for the Marlins. Oh, it's Cervelli. I don't know how his throwing arm is here. I don't really know how to check.
First things first, here's a throw over.
Yeah, he was on the Yankees.
And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Yankee, former Pirate. I don't know how his arm is.
So here's Brendan Nimmo. In there, now the throw.
Oh my God.
And they will tag him out
He
between
just
first
stopped.
and second. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Oh, all right. I accidentally stopped the runner.
Striding forward for his first opportunity, Michael Conforto, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games.
No, that didn't work. At least I still have a base runner. Let's try and get something going for the heart of the lineup here.
Behind 0-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. So here's Pete Alonso. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Joyce. On the warning track. He makes the catch.
Right at the fence.
Mets strand one. And this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Thought I got that one. That was hit deep.
Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson.
Leading off for Miami, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
First offering on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. 0-1.
Yeah, I thought that was out of here too.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Nice hook.
Into the box, Lewin Diaz. 0-1 the count. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Count is 1-2 now. Good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hard hit ball to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
For the curveball again. 3 pitches in a row. That one off the outside part of the plate. Just a weak ground ball.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. His career line against Wacha. He brings with him a .313 batting average. He also has 1 home run. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. John Birdie would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Coming to the plate now, Yoenis Cespedes. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Cespedes.
First offering on its way. In there at the letters 0-1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. Popped him up. Anderson is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 6. The second baseman, Robinson.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano.
McNeil getting the night off.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Just misses.
One.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Anderson ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball hit high in the air. Deep down the line in left. Hooking just a little. Gone!
Got it. First pitch swinging.
A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1.
Might have been out of the zone. Maybe.
Behind 0-2 now. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in it. Leading off the inning, John Birdie, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. Runs up and gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Wasn't expecting that one, so I guess it's not a terrible play.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Sandy Alcantara, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
To 2-2 now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Now back. Second base.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning.
Wow.
Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Wacha. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The pitcher, Michael.
Here's the pitch. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Popped up. Diaz has room in
was a
foul
ball there.
territory, but this will land untouched. Here comes another 0-2. And it's fouled away. That's softly hit to right.
Could
Will
that
that
fall
get
in?
down? Right fielder
Nah,
coming
he's got it.
on.
They were playing
He
pretty
gets
shallow.
there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race.
This is the battle of last place.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, that's a shot up the middle again.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
So Rosario
Ambush
2 for 2.
tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Brandon Nimmo.
Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And it's 1-1. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Runners on first with one down. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 2-1. Rosario makes a move from first. Pitch inside. The throw.
Oh.
In time from Cervelli to get him.
Clearly, they were hoping to be aggressive and doing some running tonight, but I think they're going to need to adapt now. It's not working, and you just can't keep running into outs.
Two
Good
out,
throw
nobody
to
on.
Second base there.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. The 3-2 one more time.
Mets at least trying to be more aggressive on the base pass.
4 foul
on the
balls
base
in
pass,
this AB.
which is,
Pitcher
good to
cannot
see.
find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat
went
is the
fishing
one that finally does it
for the
as
sinker.
he wears him down and the inning is over. Mets go down quickly, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th. Digging in, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here it comes.
Ball. Peak. Ha. That's the ball.
The 2-1 home. Fastball right
Walker's
back
got
to
it.
the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Striding in once again, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
In now, Matt Joyce comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired.
Yeah, quick inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail 1-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Ground ball right into the shift. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and up next the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch of the at-bat.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The third baseman.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And that misses. 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Cespedes.
Oh, he
gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
That was extra bases all over it.
The first baseman, Lewin.
Yeah, that one hung out over
now
the
at
plate.
the plate, Lewin Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2. Popped up back behind second. Cano has a play. 2 gone.
Got it.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli.
1-1.
This is line to left, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Into the box now, John Birdie, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Popped him up.
Davis
Over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. They're down 1-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Now in the box, Robinson Cano. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Fastball well outside. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on. 3-1. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And that misses. 1-1. Well hit to right, but foul.
That's
Liner in there for a base hit.
Just past the reach.
So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And that'll bring us to our Mets leaderboard. And as you can see, he's currently second on the ball club in that department. Ready now, Wilson Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a
shot
to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone.
That was crushed into left field.
It's a
Ramos.
2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Man, he's kicking himself after that pitch. As soon as it left his hand, he knew
high,
it was a mistake.
and he knew.
The next thing he knew, it was screaming through the night sky and over the fence.
Dickerson left field doesn't even move, just watches it go. Now we have Wacha.
In now, Michael Wacha.
The pitcher.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Scooped up. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
I'll bring up Rosario.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. 2 out, nobody on. In there, 1 and 2 now.
1-2.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Brandon Nimmo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
He held.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. A runner on first with 2 away. And another throw over, and the runner back. Another throw over, and the runner back safely.
Come on. At some point, you have to just throw the ball at the plate.
And again, a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 2 out with the man at first. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
On the base paths can really get into the pitcher's head. He's already thrown over there 3, 4, 5 times. And you know he's thinking about it.
Throw over to the
Again,
bag,
throw over to
and
first
he'll
base.
dive back in.
And in the meantime, he's throwing 2 straight balls.
And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Once more, a
And
throw
the City
over,
Field crowd
and
is,
he'll dive back in safely.
I would think at this point, singing a chorus of boos towards Alcantara.
And again a throw.
This is unbelievable here.
Another throw over and a dive, but he's back.
What's this guy doing? I'm going to keep taking that extra step.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he'll get back in safely. The 3-1.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion.
The runner now
he
will
could
be
score
running
all the way from first.
regardless.
Now a throw
Still,
over and
still
a
with the
dive,
throw
but
over
he's
to
back
first.
in.
I mean, he's going to wear himself out with these throws to first.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Grounded to the right. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Garrett Cooper will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the
Garrett
6th.
Cooper comes into pinch hit. And that'll signal the end of the game for Alcantara.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He comes in 1 tick shy of 300 at 299. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far.
Villar struggling with the bat thus far in 2020, but always a threat to steal when he gets on base. That's in the center.
But sadly for him,
And
this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting.
To Nimmo.
Miguel Rojas.
Hit hard. And that's the second out.
Ready for another shot now, Miguel Rojas. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Flips it behind his back.
Got him.
And a close play at first, but he's called
Lonzo
out of the side.
bobbled it, recovered.
Miami
with the
down
flip
in
to
order.
Wacha.
They trail it here 3-0.
And that's the inning.
Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far.
Okay. That's all she has to say. It's a cliffhanger.
Yimi Garcia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 93, Yimi Garcia.
So the Marlins go to their bullpen.
Stepping up now, Michael Conforto. He'll do battle with a new
Maybe
arm.
I'll get some people warming up in the Mets
right
bullpen
fielder,
just in case.
Michael Conforto.
Wilson and Brack start throwing in the Mets bullpen.
First offering on its way. And right into the shift. This
Foul.
gets foul. It's 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Garcia, a former Dodger. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2 the count.
It's a 2-strike count now to Conforto. Oh,
Still 2-2.
almost got me there. That had a hard break on it. Just got a piece.
Pitch on the way. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Conforto is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting. First
Up
base.
next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Joyce is right there. And that's out number 2.
Got a little under that one.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
1-0 the count. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Hit on the ground out to short. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of one leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Into the box, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Three and 1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
1 out.
The center fielder, number 7, Matt Joyce.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Matt Joyce. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. The pitch.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
1 out, nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But
big
what's
out
really
there.
impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone
Challenge
either.
pitch,
He's just
got
pounding
him.
the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No hits to this point. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And
That'll end
Cano
the
will
inning.
make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail in this one 3-0. Josh Rader gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 9, Josh Rader.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Robinson Cano.
Sit down, Brack. I'm gonna warm up Lugo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Rader, a 27-year-old. He was a 21st round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Joyce. He's there and records the first out.
Joyce caught up with it.
Up next to the net, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis comes up. He accounts for the
J.D. Davis
first run of
will
the
stand
evening.
in here hoping to
Solo home run
duplicate
earlier.
what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First delivery to him on the way. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Here it comes.
No, that's down. Ball. Count is full.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Lewin Diaz. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Lewin Diaz.
All right. Very short leash for Wacha.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Striding into the box, Francisco Cervelli. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Hit to short. Rosario's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, John Birdie.
Now at the plate, John Birdie. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-0 home. Grounded slowly to the left side. Oh, what a play.
What are you doing?
He gathers the throw. Oh, but he beats it out. That was a big-time
that all
stab. There was
about?
just too much speed getting down the line.
The pitcher.
Hey, that's a heck of a play by the third baseman to get dirty right
What
there.
was that all
I can't
about?
tell you
That
how
was...
hard it is or how far a throw
I mean,
it
it
is.
was a fast
especially
runner.
when you
But I was
Marlin.
I mean, that was Rosario's ball right there. He's coming in for it. And okay. I mean, he beats it out. You know, maybe it wouldn't have even been close with Rosario. Well, anyway, that's going to be the end of Wacha's start. An absolutely heroic performance. His best start of the year. Gonna do a double switch here.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Seth Lugo will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tomas Nido will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 3, Tomas Nido.
All right.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. A runner on first with 2 away. A high fastball is in there.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired.
And the side is retired.
1 left for Miami. Still down 3-0. Sterling Sharp is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Sterling Sharp.
So stepping in, Tomas Nido, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after.
Tomas Nido.
And Edwin Diaz starts throwing in the bullpen.
Pitch on the way. And a ball 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The pitch.
That's the ball. 2-1.
2-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here now the 2-2.
Full count.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
To the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Gotten on base 3 times. He's 2 for 2 and a walk.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is in the second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So striding in, Brandon Nimmo. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Scoring position.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Nimmo brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The 2-0 on the way. High drive deep down the left field line. And no one will track it down.
Oh, that was almost a home run there.
On second.
I've got to see that again. I can't see the replay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't let me.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
No!
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Got to get this runner in. Mets have not been very successful with runners in scoring position.
The 1-0. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
And the Mets have some breathing room now.
Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
So it looked like the Mets were going to waste the opportunity to score.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
That's to the opposite field. With the 5-run lead.
The batter, the first baseman, Alcantara.
Get up Brad Brack again.
Into the box now, Pete Alonso. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. 2 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Got a full count.
Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins, and the lead is now 5-0. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar.
The second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Brad Brock comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Brad Brock.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Brock has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Brock has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2. Miguel Rojas will be next. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home, and he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases.
So Villar working the count here.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4. And they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Rojas. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. After the walk, a quick check on first. Just keeping him close. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And he takes strike 3 called on the
out.
fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern.
Right,
but that wasn't the case
Painted
there.
The
that was a very
corner.
well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Rojas not happy.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he's back easily. Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a liner. Foul.
In front of the slider, and it's 0-2.
0-2, here it is. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Nope. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and
the changeup.
The center fielder, number 7.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Joyce. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind
0-2. Down to their final strike.
And now this crowd, a bit over 30,000 strong, comes to their feet. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out.
Have defeated the
Marlins.
Marlins.
Have taken the opener here at home as
so after
this
getting
ball game
shut
is
out
over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series
against
but
the Brewers.
Even more so when
the
it's
Mets
in front of the
shut
home
out
crowd,
the Marlins.
Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 5-0 finish tonight.
Wacha,
New York took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Wacha earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plazak and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Really nice, satisfying win there. Holding Miami to only 3 hits. Great pitching all around. Wacha, with 7.2 pitched.
For the victorious
Only
New
giving
York
up 3
Mets,
hits, 8
5 runs,
strikeouts,
7 hits,
no earned runs, no
they left
walks.
2 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Yeah, the Mets bats looked alive tonight. Every run scored was via home run. Rosario with a nice night. He was 3 for 3 and a walk. His average has climbed up to 299. Nimmo with a tough night at the plate. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. 0 for 4 for Alonso, still struggling. Davis with the home run, 2 for 3, and also Ramos with the big home run as well. Conforto with the 2-run homer late in the game. And pitching was also the story. Wacha's ERA, which was an astronomical 8-point-something before the game, now down to it's still rough, 5.48, but it's approaching normal territory, normal range of ERAs now. So he'll be looking to build on this his next start. Lugo with a hold, and Brack comes in a non-save opportunity to close out the game. Gave up a leadoff walk to VR, then 2 strikeouts, and then the pop out to end the game. So Mets lead the series against the Marlins. Going to advance the day by 1.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Mets hit 3 long balls as they beat the visiting Marlins 5-0. The Diamondbacks launched 3 home runs as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-4. The Nats combined for 4 total home runs as they embarrassed the Dodgers 8-1. The Texas Rangers combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-2. The Cubs pounded out 17 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Padres 15-3. The Brewers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-0. The Cincinnati Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 4-0. The San Francisco Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-4. Lourdes Gurriel had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 10-3. The Chicago White Sox got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The A's beat the Tribe in Cleveland 3-2. Masahiro Tanaka was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance as the Bronx Bombers defeated Detroit 1-0.
No hitter.
The Seattle Mariners totaled 11 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-3. The Orioles combined for a 4-hitter as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 9-2. Josh Reddick was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Astros were winners over the Rays 7-5. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Masahiro Tanaka with a no-hitter. Alright, so it'll be the battle of the left-handers. Caleb Smith and Steven Matz in the next game. Good win for the Mets tonight. They're once again 1 game away from 500. And I'll see you at... Let me just save this here. All right, see you at the next one.